Hello, hi, howdy. Welcome to another Forges of Strife video. This is not, obviously not one of my Fortnite videos. I'm just going to be going over a few projects I've been working on and reviewing a backpack. As my son, actually, I got one of the store backpacks, the Warhammer Store Celebrations. I did actually want to go to the Willow Lake store, but due to funds, I couldn't go spend as much in one go as I wanted to, so I'll be honest, I got it off eBay. But I really wanted one. Not that I actually needed one. Anyways, last time I actually got a limited edition collector's item like this was the Fox fake leather bag they put out for, I think, 9th edition. I don't remember what edition it was. Anyways, it was a decent looking bag, but it was really cheaply made, and it fell apart within not too long ago. I use it for work, but I don't carry a lot of stuff for work. So it's not like I put a lot of weight into it. It really should have handled better, but it didn't, so I was really disappointed with it. How this backpack seems to be much better quality, and I've got my standard supply of what I need for my game right here. I've got my mission cards, tape measure. I got a ruler I don't really need. I don't know why I have that here. I've got my objective counter templates. In here I've got all my data cards for my actual units in my army that I might field. And here are the actual dice I use for my game. It's from Decon, I think it was named. And you get a dice tray, comes right off of it, attaches right here. It's really nice. I've got the bigger version too, but it's a bit big for a backpack. And then I've got, of course, I've got the main rule book because I am forgetful, and it's always good to have your rules with you anyways. And then I've got my tray of dice I use for my wound counters, command tokens. I got some laser lights for line of sight purposes, various things I might need. Some good luck dice from a friend who passed away, Crusade token. So just various things I have in here. So the idea was this, because before in the bag I was using, it could all fit in that bag. It was kind of heavy, but I could do it. So the idea is to see how this bag handles all the stuff going in there. This is actually the first time I have tried this, even opening it up. I've had it sitting back for a while now, actually. So I'm optimistic. Otherwise, I wouldn't be even bothering doing this. But the tray's in there now. Book, probably the heaviest part of the whole thing. Massive book. You could beat someone to death with these books. I really, really wish they would put lore in a separate book. But that's a different thing. Okay, unzipping the outer pocket to put some of the smaller stuff in, like my data sheets. Will this fit in there? Yes, it fits. My objective counter, well, objective templates. They fit just fine. Put the spare, just standard ruler in there, just in case I need it for something. Mission cards and tape measure, I'll put in the outer pocket. Then last thing, I'll put my dice in the main area. And zip it up. Seems to be handling it quite well. It's quite functional. I like it. We'll just have to see how it does. I'm actually using it for a while. I don't get out and play as much as I would like. Hoping to change that. But on to a few other things now. I am still a bit behind on some of my projects. I've been working on my Mandalorian cosplay a lot. I've redone my sidearm pistol. I removed a lot of the little decorative stuff, I guess, it had on there as being Nerf. I didn't realize that was what some of that was. I thought it just was the way it looked. So I've removed the side, repainted it, I've still got to weather the leather part here. I need to make that look weathered. But then hopefully this will be done. I'm going to go for a sniper build most likely, because I want medium armor. I did get my helmet at Indiana Comic Con. I've done a lot of sanding on it. I really want to do a primer spray on it to see how it looks with one layer of paint on it. I'm sure there's some areas I still need to work on smoothing out. But so far, it's going pretty good. It does have the visor bit in the box. Obviously, I just won't bother putting that in until it's painted. I don't know if I'll do a voice box like some other people do. It just depends on how invested into the armor I really get. I like the idea of doing it. I just have to see how much it ends up costing, because next thing we get is the soft parts, the under part, and then hopefully, ideally what I want to do is find someone who can just make me the full armor, and they can just make it for me, even though I'm sure that'll cost a couple $100 probably, and then I paint it up, but I have someone else actually make it, print it, whatever. That's my plan. I think I've got everything now to work on my next star merger for my army. I got more wound counters for my bases from Fearless Customs. He even sent me a few extra objective counters. Not that I actually needed more, but hey, never know. And they're nice. Then I got some more nameplates mostly from my Inquisitorial band. Put them on. Got this guy right here. He's got a nameplate on it right here. So I've got one for the new armature I'm working on, as well as for all my Inquisitorial guys. If I can get this separate. Right here. These guys right here. So I got my Acolytes. He's actually my special pilot that goes with my counts as Canis Rex. So he's not actually part of my henchman. I have a shield host instead of a demon host, just to make it more Mechanicus themed. Then of course I have my Mystic, getting more Mechanicus themed. But yeah, I'm gonna have nameplates on each of these guys so they're easy to tell who they are. Plus I think it just looks nice. So I've got new nameplate for the armatures, a Lancer I'm working on, which isn't making much progress until I get some stuff 3D printed, but that is on the list of things to do. I've got my Arch Maintenancer, Blaine, put together. He's actually got a nameplate in there. He isn't going to be anything for play, anything for the tabletop. He's mostly just for display, just for, you know, showing who puts together, who maintains in charge of the knights. I really got the idea of having that represented in my army after reading Kingmaker. I have, for my next armature, I've got a Leviathan claws, the arms I'm going to use for the arms of the knight, because I like to do my armatures differently. So the one I'm working on now is going to be a Warglaive. It's going to have, the armature legs, the Glog torso, but then it's going to have the 2 arms, claws there for its melee weapons. It's going to have a cannon on the top, and then I'm going to have the tendrils on the back to give it more of a Mechanicus look. I'm thinking about giving it a hammer to go along with the claws, or maybe give it hands, holding a hammer. I've got a hammer from the Transformer Bumblebee kit, which is where it's thinking Bumblebee has a hammer, but this kitty does. And I think it'll be about the right size, I don't know, but I'm going to put it together first and see how it looks. And then I have to get, obviously, fingers to go along with this arm, instead of it has claws or the drilling fists. Neither of those would work with really holding a hammer. I mean, there's things I could get that'll work, but I'd have to buy them, and that's more to get. So I've decided, I'm going to put together the hammer first and see how it sizes up. And I've got a lot of progress on my Inquisitorial Absolver pistol. Pretty much at this point, I'm just waiting. I'm getting a jewel piece to hang off the end here. I'm just waiting to get that. And then when I learn how to weather the leather for my Star Wars pistol, I'll probably do the same thing here. In fact, this will actually, now that I think about it, this will probably be my test to see how it works before I do it on that. Since that's going to be more of a serious project, and I'm actually trying to get that approved by the Mandalorian cosplay group. So, yeah, this will be my test for that. So those are my current projects I want to do working. I still plan to do some SCP stuff in the future, but waiting to get some outfits for that. So it's a slow progress. It's a grind, but I'm getting there. So until next time, long days and pleasant nights.